Welcome to Movie Recaps. Hello everyone, welcome back to another film recap. In this video we'll be breaking down a thriller from 2020 called Bloody Hell. Before we dive into the story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more recaps. Alright, let's get started. The film opens with a scene in Finland where a young girl named Alia is fleeing through the forest pursued by several men. We soon learn that these men aren't strangers, they're actually her own family members. She plunges into a lake, but they catch her just before she goes under. The scene then jumps to a bank where a man named Rex is waiting in line for an unknown reason. It's obvious he's there to see Maddie, his crush. While they chat, a group of robbers suddenly storms in and kills a security guard, turning the calm atmosphere into chaos. Rex notices a gun in a woman's purse nearby, but she's too afraid to act because the situation is so dangerous. Tension rises as Rex begins to act strangely struggling to control himself and not make any rash decisions. But then out of nowhere the woman's gun ends up in Rex's lap. The next scene shifts to a courtroom, though it's unclear how we got there. Rex is being prosecuted for slaughtering all the robbers even though he saved everyone at the bank and is hailed as a hero. The court still sentences him to 8 years in prison. 8 years later, Rex is released. He looks at a magazine with his face on the C cover, which still portrays him as a hero for his actions years ago, but Rex isn't enjoying the spotlight. Reporters hound him and he's always in the public eye, which stresses him out. His inner voice or alter ego now starts manifesting in a physical form, representing a more emotional and impulsive version of himself. In a fit of frustration, Rex imagines throwing his desk at a crowd, but it's all in his head, an outlet for his stress. Despite being viewed as a hero, some people label him a psycho. Tired of the attention, Rex tells a friend that he's had enough and decides to leave his city. He picks Finland as his destination, a choice inspired by a spitball he once fired at a map in prison that landed on Finland. We then cut to another man running in the forest, chased by people who seem to be the same ones from earlier. The setting is clearly in Finland, which is where Rex is heading. Suddenly the man is dragged away by a frightening creature. The story cuts back to Rex now at the airport. People start recording him again and he notices a strange couple keeping an eye on him. As things get more chaotic, Rex retreats to the restroom only to find the husband from the couple already in there watching him. When Rex returns to his seat, the wife gives him an unsettling smile. Upon landing in Finland, Rex waits for a taxi. A driver cuts ahead of others to pick him up. Once inside, Rex is knocked out by anesthetic icy gas. The next scene shows a family preparing dinner, seemingly normal. However, Rex is shown tied up in their basement, missing one of his legs. He panics, but is calmed by his alter ego, who urges him to keep quiet. His alter ego is sharper and more ruthless than Rex, helping him assess the situation. The conscience quickly deduces that the strange couple from the airport is responsible for his capture. As Rex struggles with the pain and fear, his alter ego comes up with a plan. He needs to act unconscious if the captors return. Meanwhile, seeing bicycles around, his alter ego concludes that the captors are a family. All the family members are upstairs except for the youngest boy, Olavi, who sneaks down to check on Rex while Rex tries to free himself with his teeth. Olavi enters the room. Rex pretends to be unconscious but soon sees that Olavi is just a child. He quickly devises a plan to use the boy as leverage to escape. He convinces the child to approach him, then kicks him with his amputated leg and traps him with his thighs. At that moment, Alia, the sister, realizes her brother is missing and heads to the basement. She's revealed to be the same girl we saw fleeing earlier, confirming that this is her family holding Rex. Rex threatens to kill Olavi if AIA tries anything, but in his panic he lets go, losing his advantage. The boy is found unconscious, and the family rushes him to the hospital, with the mother blaming Alia for hurting him. This moment reveals that Alia isn't like her family. She may be Rex's way out. Alia seems Attracted to Rex, even fantasizing about marrying him. When her family leaves for the hospital, Aaliyah sneaks down to care for Rex's leg and confesses her feelings. She shares the dark history of her family, who have been kidnapping people to feed her cannibalistic eldest brother, who developed a taste for human flesh as a baby. Though Aaliyah didn't support it, her family kept finding victims to satisfy her brother's hunger. She even tried to escape, but her family always captured her, locking her in a wooden cage. After telling her story, Aaliyah feels sympathy for Rex and leaves a knife within his reach. Before going upstairs, Rex manages to grab it, but her brothers return just as he's about to cut himself free. Rex pretends to be unconscious again, and his plan works as they hold off on executing him. His alter ego, however, is enraged and itching to kill them. This family has made a big mistake kidnapping Rex, and it's about to cost them. They soon realize that Rex's leg is bandaged and they rush to find Aaliyah, but she's hiding in the basement. The brothers inject Rex with a drug, causing him to laugh uncontrollably, bringing us back to the bank robbery 8 years ago. This flashback shows just how violent Rex was with his alter ego, controlling his every move. He became a hero by killing all the robbers, but when he accidentally caused the death of a bank employee, his fate was sealed with an 8-year prison sentence. Back in the present, Rex regains consciousness just as his leg is being amputated by the family. He kicks the attacker and, using the knife from Aya, cuts his binds and stabs the man in the ear. Wasting no time, Rex grabs whatever tools he can find to escape. Using a golf club as a makeshift leg, he climbs out of the basement. His alter ego insists he also save Aaliyah. When Rex steps outside, he and his alter ego debate their next move. Meanwhile, the parents return from the hospital to find blood everywhere and panic while the family plans their escape. Rex is already waiting under the table. He kills them one by one with a nail gun, but when the nail bullets run out, he uses his club to finish the mother. Aaliyah's older brother attacks, but Rex hurls a knife into him, ending the fight. Aaliyah kills her mother and they face one final enemy, her monstrous eldest brother. A brutal battle ensues, with Rex using the fridge to find his severed leg, which he joyfully shoves into the cannibal's mouth, killing him. Rex and Aaliyah return to America to start a new life together. In the final scene, they're hanging out with friends when a woman flirts with Rex, sparking jealousy in Aaliyah. She imagines killing the woman, revealing that she shares Rex's violent alter ego. The film ends with a hint of revenge from Aaliyah's youngest brother, setting the stage for what could happen next. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe